Hi everyone, this is Kassie and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of August the 7th to August 13. You can find last week's predictions on the link at the upper right corner of this video. And if you want a deeper and more personal tarot reading, you can always find me on my website where I offer an exclusive 3-minute complimentary session. As our community grows, your support means everything. So please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Your thoughts, your energies are invaluable. Let me know how your predictions manifested, what kind of energies you were dealing with last week. So don't hesitate to connect with me in the comments section below. Let's make this channel a space of shared understanding and exploration. But let's see the energies of next week. For Aries, we had the Knight of Pentacles and now it's the Three of Cups. Last week, the Knight of Pentacles must have brought a sense of responsibility, dedication to your life. You may have found yourself focused on practical matters, working diligently towards your goals. This week, the Three of Cups comes into play, promising a time of joyous celebrations and social connections. The Three of Cups indicates a time of meaningful friendships, joyous gatherings, so your friends will play a significant role in your life this week and you will find yourself surrounded by supportive and loving individuals who celebrate your successes and bring a sense of camaraderie into your life. In your career, the Knight of Pentacles may have inspired you to be detail-oriented. Now with the energy of the Three of Cups, this is a perfect week for team building, teamwork, networking, and forming new partnerships. There will be a strong sense, a strong spirit of cooperation, genuine connections that lead to new opportunities in your professional life. In love, the Three of Cups brings forth a time of happiness and emotional bonding. So if you're wondering how someone feels about you, you will notice that they are more open emotionally, that their feelings are getting stronger, deeper, and they are expressing their feelings in a more open and straightforward way. This week will be filled with moments of shared joy and love with your partner, but if you are single, the Three of Cups may bring a joyous meeting or a reunion with friends who could introduce you to a potential love interest. Astrologically, the Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer, and that favors communications, messages, and talks that have to do with feelings. So if you want to have a serious talk about how you feel or about how another person feels, that's a good week to do so. Wednesday seems to be an important day this week, and there might be a third element that will come into play and will change things or your perception of something. While energies you're experiencing these days will probably culminate within 3 months' time. For Taurus, we had the Star and now it's the Three of Swords. Last week, the Star brought a sense of hope, inspiration, optimism into your life. You may have felt a renewed sense of optimism, a belief in the possibilities that lie ahead. This week, the Three of Swords is a little different, a little tricky, indicating that there might be some emotional challenges to navigate. The Three of Swords represents disappointment at times, so this week someone may fail to live up to your expectations, or you may need to confront and process difficult emotions in order to find healing and closure. In your career, the Star may have inspired you to set ambitious goals and pursue your dreams. The Star is a card of success. It's also the card of distant future, so we are talking about long-term goals. Now with the energy of the Three of Swords, you may encounter some setbacks or conflicts in your professional life. It's important to stay resilient and use these challenges as opportunities for growth. This week will require you to reevaluate your strategies and find creative solutions to overcome obstacles. The Three of Swords reminds you that setbacks are temporary and with determination you can rise above them. If you want to know how someone feels about you, the Three of Swords indicates that they feel they need to keep some distance. If you're in a relationship, you may need to address a misunderstanding with your partner. If you're single, the Three of Swords may indicate the need to take some time for self-care and healing before seeking a new romantic connection. This week, prioritize your emotional well-being and be open to receiving support from loved ones. The Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra, which means that you won't be overly emotional this week anyway, and you may be called to be responsible in your role to one of your partnerships, personal or professional. Saturn is about being serious, it's about learning a lesson or giving a lesson. So try to deal with whatever comes up in a way that's disciplined, as that's the way of Saturn. Wednesday seems to have particular significance this week, so make a note for that day, and also Saturday. For Gemini, we had the Death, and now it's the Knight of Cups. Last week, the Death card brought transformation and change into your life. You may have experienced a significant shift or an ending that opened the door to new opportunities, though. This week, the Knight of Cups comes into play, indicating a time of emotional expression and romantic pursuits. The Knight of Cups means that your relationships, love, your romantic life will require your attention, and perhaps a charming individual will enter your life or bring an emotional message. The Knight of Cups is often someone who's a water sign or a water ascendant, Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces, and that person will play an important role in your life this week. In your career, the Death may have inspired you to let go of things that are not working anymore, old patterns or routines, or career paths that are no longer attuned with your energy. Now, with the energy of the Knight of Cups, you will feel more inspired and motivated in your professional endeavors, and this week will be a very favorable time for creative projects, collaborations, and artistic work if you're an artist. The Knight of Cups encourages you to follow your heart and pursue opportunities that align with your passions. Also, it's important to use your emotional intelligence to build positive connections with colleagues and clients. If you want to know how someone feels about you, the Knight of Cups is a very good sign, as that's one of the love cards in tarot traditionally, so they feel very connected to you. There are romantic feelings, there is strong sexual attraction. If you are in a relationship, this week may bring heartfelt conversations about your feelings, about the future of your relationship, and moments of intimacy with your partner. If you are single, the Knight of Cups may signal the arrival of a charming and caring individual who will capture your heart. This person may be a water sign or ascendant, like I said, and be open to exploring your feelings and expressing your emotions. The Knight of Cups reminds you that love is an adventure worth embracing, and its energy will last for a couple of weeks. So for these 2 weeks, you are encouraged to make improvements in your personal relationships and your love life. For Cancer, we had the Ten of Swords, and now it's the Judgment. Last week, the Ten of Swords must have brought a sense of closure for some of you, a release into your life, or you may have experienced the end of a challenging chapter, leaving you ready for new opportunities. This week, the Judgment joins the scene, heralding a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth. The Judgment represents a moment of self-reflection and the potential for transformation, especially when we take into account lessons of the past, because the Judgment is one of the cards strongly associated with the past, and that's why it's also considered one of the karmic cards in tarot. In your career, the Ten of Swords may have led to the resolution of past work-related issues, allowing you to move forward with a fresh perspective, Now, with the energy of the Judgment, you are encouraged to take stock of your professional path and consider the bigger picture. This is a good week for making pivotal decisions that align with your higher purpose. The Judgment card reminds you to embrace your unique skills, your unique talents, which you will probably use this week as you step into a new phase of growth and realization. In love, the Judgment card brings forth a time of self-discovery and renewal in your relationships. If you want to know how someone feels about you, this person feels that they are very connected to you, but in a way that they cannot understand. And that's because, like I said before, the Judgment is one of the karmic cards, and there might be some love-hate relationships and dynamics in your life with under this energy. If you are single, the Judgment card may indicate a period of introspection where you explore what you truly want in love. And that's a good thing, because that will open new possibilities, possibilities that are more in tune with your vibe and with your energy. So for some of you, the Judgment means that you will let go of the past in favor of a better future. This week, trust the process of self-discovery. Embrace your authentic self, because in that way you will attract meaningful and transformative connections that will make you feel really happy in the long run. For Leo, we had the Queen of Wands, and now it's the Strength. Last week, the Queen of Wands must have brought a sense of confidence, passion into your life. Maybe you found yourself radiating with charisma, taking charge of your endeavors, and maybe you managed to get something done last week, something important. Now, this week, the Strength card joins the scene, indicating a time of resilience, courage, effort. The Strength represents a period of tapping into your personal power, your inner power, and facing challenges with grace. In your career, the Queen of Wands must have made you take bold and assertive action in your professional pursuits. Now, with the energy of the Strength, you will use your abilities and you will stand firm in the face of any obstacles, which means that you may have to face some opposition, some setbacks or obstacles, but you will do really well because you will be able to assert your ideas and take on leadership roles. So for some of you, the Strength will be that you are taking a new role, maybe you are discussing a promotion, a bigger role, something that will give you more responsibilities, and also the ability to inspire and motivate others. If you want to know how someone feels, the Strength indicates that they have feelings for you. There is strong attraction, strong sexual desire, but maybe they are holding back their feelings because the Strength is a card of control, and someone described by the Strength wants to keep everything under control, and they are disciplined. They don't want to do things that they will later regret. However, the Strength also shows that there will be a deepening of your emotional connection and a stronger sense of unity with your partner if you are in a relationship. If you are single, the Strength means that there won't be big changes this week, but there will be, you will show yourself more love and you will embrace your unique qualities. This week, let go of self-doubt and be open to vulnerability in love. The Strength card reminds you that by embracing your true self, you can create more authentic and more loving connections in your romantic journey. The Strength is also associated with your sign, Leo, so this will be a very significant week for you, or you may have to deal with someone who's Leo, like yourself, ascendant or sun. Also, the strong day of this week seems to be Sunday. For Virgo, we had the Five of Pentacles and now the Ace of Pentacles. Last week, the Five of Pentacles brought a sense of financial challenges, maybe some insecurity in your life. You may have felt the need to reassess your financial situation or to make adjustments in practical matters. However, this week, Ace of Pentacles shows an opportunity, a new door opening for you, and even if things weren't looking positive, there will be a change of energy and something will be offered to you. The Ace of Pentacles is usually a new beginning. It's something that can develop over time, something that can be a long-lasting situation if that's what you are looking for, but you have to be patient because the energy of Pentacles is slow. This ace often foretells a professional offer or a solution when it comes to financial matters, but it can very well be a new beginning in personal or romantic relationships that suffered lately. Since Pentacles represent the material aspects of our life, this ace could have to do with how to make a relationship work better for you, especially when it comes to its practical aspects. For instance, how to organize your everyday life in a way that's more balanced for both of you, or what kind of steps you need to take to make your relationship better. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they are now more open to connecting with you, and since Pentacles are physical, there will be more physical activities, more meetings, and more sex. The Ace of Pentacles shows positive feelings, so the person you are interested in is feeling content and happy with you. However, since, like I said, our pentacles are slow, the message here is that time and effort is needed for this to become something more solid and long-lasting. There will be good news about practical matters, career matters, financial issues that may now be resolved. So, for instance, you may receive money this week from your work, or perhaps it will be money that was owed to you, or you may get back something that you borrowed to someone, or it can even be a document that will be issued, a document that you've been waiting for a while now, and that could be a legal document or something along these lines. Monday and Tuesday hold the strongest energy for this week. For Libra, we had the Ace of Wands and now we have the Four of Cups. Last week, the Ace of Wands ignited the spark of creativity and inspiration in your life, propelling you towards new beginnings. Now, with the Four of Cups you got this week, you will probably decide to stay in the gray areas for a while until you feel confident enough to make decisions. So energies this week will be slow, passive, developments will slow down, or you will put a break in action in order to take a breather and assess the situation in a more relaxed space. If you're wondering how someone feels, they find some sort of comfort in your connection, some sort of stability. However, excitement seems to be missing these days and you may want to spice things up a bit. It appears that this person is very much affected by their moods and at times they feel discontent, tired or apathetic, and that's why don't be surprised if you find them to be a little unresponsive at times. Please know that's nothing to do with you, it's primarily their own issues, life situation maybe, or negative feelings that make them act in this way. The Four of Cups astrologically is the Moon in Cancer, a very sensitive placement, as the Moon is at home in Cancer, which means that the changes and shifts the Moon represents as it passes through its different phases need to be respected and accepted. And there will be fluctuations when it comes to emotions, and situations will shift and change all the time. So instead of taking action, have a time out, reflect on what is going on, relax, meditate, and reject those things that do not serve you anymore. Thursday seems to hold a special energy this week, especially when it comes to talks about feelings and relationships in general. If you're wondering how a situation will progress, the Four of Cups indicates that for 3-4 weeks there won't be a big change, but after that you will start noticing some serious shifts. For Scorpio, we had the Ace of Swords and now the Six of Swords. Last week, the Ace of Swords must have brought a sense of mental clarity and decisive thinking into your life, You may have experienced breakthroughs in your communication or you gained valuable insights. But this week energy is shifting and you will find yourself moving away from a troubled situation. There will probably be significant messages, communication. Let us not forget that swords are communication, so someone will probably want to talk things out with you and find a meeting of the minds. This week you will be able to work out a problem, to find a logical solution that will be beneficial for all people involved, as you all had enough of drama and emotional turmoil. If you want to know how someone feels about you, it appears that they are in a transitional time and they need to work out how they feel. They are running from their feelings or they are hiding them. Maybe they are dissatisfied with where they are in life and they feel a strong need for clarity and peace, yet they are unwilling to communicate those thoughts. However, if there has been an argument, under this influence energies will settle down and you will move towards a calmer phase. If you want to know how something will progress, there will be a change of direction and a new journey is about to begin. You will find yourself moving away from a negative past towards a more encouraging future, but that's only if you allow it. The energy of the Six of Swords is letting go of things that do not work anymore in your life. The Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius, and that's about being diplomatic and neutral, so avoid taking sides this week. Better have a more detached attitude and filter situations through reason and logic. The end of the week seems to hold the strongest energy, so around Saturday or Sunday you will experience the most intense vibe of the Six of Swords, while something that started between January 30 and February 8 may take a surprising turn at this stage. Also, under this energy, you may get news about traveling, someone may come to visit you, or you will organize a trip that will happen in around 6 weeks from now. For Sagittarius, we had the Knight of Cups and now the Two of Pentacles. Last week, the Knight of Cups must have brought a sense of emotional openness, romance into your life, focus on your personal relationships, on love. You may have experienced heightened sensitivity and a desire for more meaningful connections. The Two of Pentacles shows an ongoing situation, something that's dragging out for a while, and there are those feelings of dissatisfaction that could be a little frustrating. The Two of Pentacles has this cyclical energy of things going up and down without being resolved, but the Two of Pentacles is also options and choices. So this week you will be juggling two different issues or options, trying to decide which one to choose. And it's clear that you are not yet ready to make a decision, but this is a temporary phase and soon a decision will break the stalemate. Having said that, it's best that you make the decision instead of letting someone else decide for you, because what they decide may not be aligned to what you want. You will find that things are continuously shifting and new info will help you see things more clearly. If you want to know how someone feels, there seem to be many ups and downs in their feelings, basically because they feel indecisive and they don't know what to do or what they want. But that's a situation that cannot be sustained for too long, and soon there will be events and developments that will force them to make a decision. The Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn, and as Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion, this placement shows that you will commit to your visions, your dreams, and you will take action to make them real. You will also find that people are more generous now, especially when it comes to matters involving money, career, and long-term plans. The strong day of this week will be Tuesday, but also Thursday. For Capricorn, we had the Nine of Wands and now it's the Temperance. Last week, the Nine of Wands brought a sense of resilience and determination in your life. You may have encountered challenges but remained steadfast in pursuing your goals. The Temperance this week will ask you to reassess whether a union or a connection is equal, because there are some differences and some contrasts, and maybe at times you feel that you are not really on the same wavelength with someone, and you will have to decide whether you can live with those differences and accept them, or you prefer to explore other options that may be more compatible with your current needs and your current energies. The Temperance always involves waiting, because it's one of the cards that are associated with patience, with waiting. And for something to happen, at times we may have to wait for a while, to not rush things. But it's waiting in a way that's productive, not in the way that puts your life on hold, waiting for another to make decisions for you. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they have conflicting feelings for some reason, but they are trying to blend and reconcile those contrasts, which means that they have the intention to work on your relationship, to make effort to improve it. Under the energy of the Temperance, inevitably you will have to make some compromises, because there is a situation that in order for this situation to work out, it needs constant adjustments. This week, don't hesitate to try new things, to make adjustments, but whatever you do, do it in moderation. You may be asked to help someone to resolve a conflict, or a third person may act as a mediator that will help you resolve a conflict between you and another person. The Temperance has a time frame of about 2 weeks, which means that the situation and the energies you are experiencing this week will come to a culmination in about 15 days. For Aquarius, we had the King of Cups, and now it's the Eight of Cups. Last week, the King of Cups must have brought a focus on your personal relationships, on love, on emotional connections. You may have experienced a heightened understanding of your emotions and of those of other people. Now, under the energy of the Eight of Cups, this week you will explore new options, and maybe something that feels like a calling, something you believe you can have, and that could be anything, a person, a job, a life situation that appears to be much more appealing than what you have now. The eights in general represent change, and you do want change, but maybe you are not feeling ready for it. So try to observe how energies are shifting at the moment and in which direction things appear to be going. In your career, the Eight of Cups means that you may decide to let go of something in favor of something else that appears to be more interesting or more in tune with your energy. So for some of you, the Eight of Cups indicates that you may decide to change jobs or to quit your job, or even to move, because the Eight of Cups is often associated with physical moves. So you may receive an offer from a job that's in a different place, or something along these lines. If you want to know how someone feels about you, the Eight of Cups shows me there is some distance between you at the moment. Maybe things in your relationship need some attention, or you need to make some adjustments in order for things to be balanced for both of you. Because the Eight of Cups is a card that shows the connection is not so strong at the moment, that you are looking in different directions, and that needs to be fixed. You need to find common ground if you want to continue with this person. But for some of you, it will be a decision to leave a relationship, and maybe you have already found something better or something different. But anyway, there will be some changes, because like I said, the eights in general indicate changes. The Eight of Cups astrologically is Saturn in Pisces. Now, Pisces is very sensitive, emotional, and a very psychic sign. And it's easily affected by emotional fluctuations. However, Saturn is a teacher, and he often teaches hard lessons, so he won't allow too much emotional energy, and he will try to restrict it. That's why it's possible that you will experience a resistance if you tried to talk about how you feel, or if you try to get someone to open up emotionally. They may resist strongly. So it's better to leave that for now and let conversations about feelings for another time. In around 8 days, energies will shift again, and you may find a better opportunity for such talks then. The strong days of this week will be Saturday and Sunday. For Pisces, we had the Three of Cups and now it's the Two of Wands. Last week, the Three of Cups brought a sense of celebration, joyous connections into your life, friendships. You may have experienced moments of shared happiness with loved ones. The Two of Wands will ask you to make a decision this week. A decision you probably have already made, but it remains that you bring it to your conscious awareness and take action on it. Wands are cards of action and they hate hesitation and procrastination, but the energy of twos always brings some uncertainty, so try to be gentle with yourself if you still have second thoughts about something. Very soon you will have another offer anyway, another option that will catch your attention, and then you will feel ready and unstoppable. Just keep in mind that comparison between dissimilar objects is illogical, and that's if you have a tendency to compare yourself with another, for instance. You are neither superior nor inferior to anybody. Each and everybody have merits as well as demerits. No one is perfect. This week you will realize that the world is beautiful, that life is short and that time is precious. The energy of the Two of Wands will help you see in what ways your life is yours. You are to decide whether you cannot afford wasting your time in hesitation or to accept the challenge of life. The Two of Wands is Mars in Aries, so your desires, your competition, sex drive will be very strong this week, and you can actually use this energy to get what you want. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they feel very attracted to you, although there seems to be some hesitation, especially if they have to make a decision that they have not yet made. If you are not in a relationship and you are looking for one, the Two of Wands shows that you may find two different options, two different interesting persons this week. Just make sure that you make the right choice. Be a little cautious, as this kind of energy can also make you very direct but also hurtful. So make sure that you don't say something you will later regret, something that will hurt someone. The strong day of this week seems to be Tuesday and Wednesday. So these were the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of August the 7th to August 13th. I hope you enjoyed them and I wish you a great week.